So let's talk about how to get rid of a constant runny nose. Now you can have runny nose for several reasons. Maybe you've got a cold or you've got allergy. In some cases, you might have a constant runny nose all year round, which we call perennial rhinitis, especially if you live in an area where you're allergic to certain types of trees or in general, the environment. You might also have to consider reasons like house dust mite, which are indoors, usually in the carpets or mattresses, as reasons for your constant runny nose. Now, there are medications that can help in treating a constant runny nose, but let's talk about the natural methods first. In terms of steaming, you want to practice steam inhalation at least 2 to 3 times a day. Now, what you notice is that steaming actually makes the nose more runny, but that's a good thing because the more you can get out of your system, the better. And the longer the mucus stays in your system, the higher the chances that you're actually going to get a bacterial infection. So steaming is a good way of getting the mucus all out of your airways. And you can do this through traditional means like putting hot water in a bowl, getting a towel over your head, and you inhale and exhale the steam, or just staying in a hot shower for at least 20 minutes will give you enough time for the steam to get into your lungs. Then you should also consider natural anti-inflammatories like manuka honey mixed with ginger and lemon tea, which you can drink 2 to 3 times a day. You could also consider making golden milk, which is usually turmeric mixed with black pepper, cinnamon and ginger, which are also good anti-inflammatories for helping with your runny nose. Some people also find that getting an air purifier or humidifier can be quite helpful in getting rid of any substances in the environment that might be triggering your runny nose. And we also talked about allergies, so consider even pets such as your cats and your dogs, avoiding exposure to pollen as much as you can. Now, if all these remedies are not working, you might want to consider the use of medication. And one medication that is very good in the treatment of runny nose is called Cetirizine. Now, Cetirizine is an antihistamine that's usually used for your allergies like hay fever, but Cetirizine helps to dry out the mucus by stopping the release of the chemicals from the cells that can cause inflammation. So you can take Cetirizine as a 10 milligram dose in adults, while in children, such as the ages of 2 to 6, you can take it as a 2.5 milligram dose twice a day, and at the ages 6 to 12, you can take it as a 5 milligram dose twice a day. This should be taken every day for at least a month to see the effects, because if you take it as and when needed, you're not really going to see any effectiveness of the treatment. Other options to consider apart from Cetirizine are other antihistamines such as loratadine 10 milligram dose for adults and fexofenadine 120 milligram dose for adults. On top of that, you can also add sea salt water spray, which you can buy over the counter, such as your Sterimar nasal spray or your saline nasal spray. And to also help reduce the inflammatory process, you can also try steroid nasal spray for 2 to 3 weeks, because what happens is as you have inflammation in the airways, more and more mucus is being produced. So you find that a combination of taking the Cetirizine, the Sterimar nasal spray, the steroid nasal spray, while also using your natural treatments such as your steaming, your manuka honey with ginger and lemon, or your golden milk would help to get rid of a constant runny nose. As I also mentioned, try and avoid the possible triggers such as allergies to pets, trees, flowers, house dust mite. Otherwise, what you notice is that after treatment, your symptoms keep recurring. Now, I hope you find this video useful. Please drop any comments below.